The purpose of this short video is to show what I'm doing with CK-12 to generate my personalized learning vision at my school. What you'll notice here at the top of the screen is these are open source documents that a teacher can customize. And I've gone ahead and taken one of their Flex books and renamed it the Owatonna ALC, and I put my stamp on it for my students and for groups of students and potentially for individual students as well. So there's the title up here. And you'll notice in the table of contents the different topics, and I've been rearranging those to meet the scope and sequence of my district. So that we're going after the learning targets that way. If I click edit, I'm going to go in, show you what one looks like and demonstrate how I can edit some of these materials. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It takes a moment, typically. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to work in our triangles and congruence section, and we'll open that up. And you'll notice there's a series of topics, and this is actually going to be a unit we're going to work on shortly. Introduction to triangles, triangle sum theorem, and we're going to go into the exterior angles theorem. This is a topic that some students pick up pretty quickly and others don't, and I can kind of modify it to my student needs. So I'm going to click edit. It allows me to do things like rename the title. But this is now the content that the students will see. At least right now, all the students will see this. I potentially will customize this for individual groups of students. And I can choose to assign this unit to some students or all students or no students. Okay, so it's got some language and some definitions. You can see that. It also has multiple modalities. So there's a video unit here in this. Right now you're just seeing the edit portion, but I'll demonstrate it to you in a moment. A number of examples. And as I scroll down, what I'm going to do is actually input a Google Slides presentation that I've been doing for this topic to give students another way to access the content. And I've already prepared this, so I'm going to go ahead, excuse me, not that one. Put in the embed code. This is a Google Slides deck that I've already created. And insert it, and we'll see what that's like at the end. Whoops, put it in the wrong spot. And then I ask the students to work on a series of review problems. And this I really customize for different groups of students. But you'll see there's some exercises that they can work on. What's also nice about this is, let's say, for example, I want to add another example. I feel like there's not enough examples, and that's been a problem that often occurs. So I'm going to go ahead and put an example 3A in. And I'm just going to write something quick. Solve the following problem. Oops. And it's got a really nice equation editor, which you'll see. And let's say I have 2x plus 4 equals 12. Fairly simple problem for most algebra students. And there it is. And I can write out my solution step by step, like what you see up above. So it really allows me to customize my work for my students. So to add some presentations, in essence, another modality, such as the one that you'll see down here that I just did. You'll see what that looks like in a moment. Add some different examples, and also really customize my materials for my students. And so that as they get involved with it, they're working on the things they really need to work on. I'm going to click Finalize Draft. And we'll see what this looks like here in a moment. Okay, here's my version. Let's scroll down. Here's my example 3A that I added. Here's my new slide deck that I created. And I'm doing this for all of these units so that the students have access to this kind of tool to work independently or to work with me. So really a combination of both. And if you open that up, you can see some of the things I put together in this. Defines an exterior angle. There's a theorem, the exterior angle theorem that we're covering in this unit. You can see that here. I've also put in an example in this particular one. There'll be more examples. And what I've been doing with this as I work with students in classes, going through and refining this, I've even gone so far as to change some of my practice problems, such as the ones you see here at the bottom, in real time. So if I work with this with a group of students at one point, and I realize as other students go through this scope, that maybe we need to do some things, I go ahead and do that. So it's a really nice tool. It's really handy for trying to create a personalized experience for my students. The students appreciate that I'm not asking them to do anything more than I feel that they need to do to be successful. So I'm trying to eliminate make work for students that already get the concept quickly, and trying to scaffold the work for students that really struggle to pick up the material. Providing as many modalities, in this case slides, text obviously, video links here to improve student access, success, and choice.